was very boisterous going into this match. She wanted to fight you for a very long time now. It's supposed to happen in MMA. It didn't. It happened here in Power Slap. Are you finally relieved that you're able to put that to rest?
Yeah, I'm happy for see back super quick in the Power Slap. And yeah, she had tried to fight me with 2 times. And yeah, for me it's okay too, but something happens and it's not working for MMA, but when tell me the name for Power Slap, I say, okay, let's go. Maybe this is the time. And then maybe next one I go there for MMA. I open with this, so I don't have problem with this. So maybe it happens too.
Yeah, I mean, she had a lot of confidence. It was almost like she was trying to kind of bully you during fight week to try to intimidate you. Were you intimidated at all?
No, nothing. I always, when my opponent, I don't know why, so I always try to stay, like, nice, because I always tell you, it's not personal, it's my job, and it's her job, but always my opponent is like, hate me, I don't know why, but it's okay. But when I heard he touched me, it's like, okay, come on, girl, I can stay, like, nice too, but I think it's because he's not scared, but he's nervous because she told me, seen me, and I'm young. I have más carrera, and then maybe that's why, because the gears is scared me.
On the offensive side, I mean, your strikes improved drastically since the last time that we spoke. Talk to me about the improvements that you made.
One more time, please.
Your striking improved since the last time we seen you against Jackie Thomas. I mean, you seem to be very, well, positioned, very on target. Talk to me about the work you've put in.
Oh, yeah. I think my striking is very good, and I training in Mexico in Lobo Gym, and I think the Lobo Gym is one of the best gyms in Mexico for striking. I think in the world for striking, Alexa Grasso, Diego Lopez, and my coach in Mexico, Francisco Grasso, is one of the best in the striking. So I know what I need for the good punch. I know what I need for take my body in the good point for the knockout.
Tracy Cortez was in attendance tonight, and she was very impressed by your performance. How does that make you feel?
Oh, I'm super happy. I see a lot of people right there. I'm super, super happy. I see when I walk, I see the first person, Alexa Grasso, right there, filming me, and that's nice. Diego Lopez, Lazy Boy, and I feel it's Tracy too. I see it. Wow, that's amazing, because the first one when I started MMA, I see the fight, the her, and everybody, and oh my gosh, I am the fan, And now the guys watch me, and it's super, super good, and I'm super proud for this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Abby, felicidades con el triunfo, aquí a tu izquierda.
Okay.
Unas cuantas en español, por favor.
Sí.
Entraste al duelo un poquito subestimada, obviamente el nombre que la gente posiblemente no reconoció. ¿Esto te pudo dar más motivación para salir con la mano en alto, o la verdad no te preocupó la gente que cómo criticaba, si te conocían o no?
La verdad es que estoy acostumbrada a eso. Desde mi pelea de Clarissa Shields, de que fuera mi tercer pelea, yo con 2 peleas, todo el mundo siempre he salido de la nada, ¿no? Y es cuando las personas voltean a verme, ¿quién es esta chica? La verdad es de que a mí me gusta trabajar en silencio, no soy mucho de hablar, no soy mucho de yo, ¿no? Sino de demostrarlo, y creo que siempre lo hago de la mejor manera. Orgullosamente de poner siempre mi bandera en alto, y eso es otra cosa que me pone muy orgullosa, el que vean que no estoy segura, pero si no mal estoy, soy la primera mexicana en Power Slap, representando de esta manera Power Slap, y que la gente vea que también las mujeres podemos, ¿no? Que no nada más es para hombres, que las mujeres somos también aguerridas, y que podemos hacer todo lo que queramos. Yo ahorita tengo 25 años, estoy haciendo MMA, profesional en MMA. Este año hice mi debut profesional en Muay Thai, y ahora Power Slap con 25 años. Creo que es algo grandioso. Peleé con Clarissa Shields, que es campeona olímpica 2 veces, le gané en PFL, ¿no? Entonces creo que es algo que me motiva, y también creo que motivo mucho a las siguientes generaciones.
Claro que sí, y eso es parte de mi próxima pregunta. ¿Cómo puedes balancear tantas diferentes artes marciales? Porque hay gente que va a decir, pues tiene que enfocarse en esto, o tiene que dedicarse a aquello, o es parte de lo que te prende, lo que te da ese fuego de tener tantos diferentes retos, tantos diferentes looks, y decir, puedo conquistar todos estos mundos.
Pues la verdad es que sí necesito estar un poquito loco para hacerlo. Pero nada, yo siempre he dicho que un paso a la vez, ¿no? Siempre, ok, ¿cuál es mi siguiente? Este año no he peleado, de hecho, MMA, he estado inactiva dentro del MMA porque me he enfocado, primero tuve mi debut en Muay Thai, lo hice, gracias a Dios gané mi debut, después se me presentó la oportunidad de Power Slap, dije, está bien, ¿por qué no? Lo intenté, me fue muy bien, ahora estoy de nuevo aquí. Y digo, yo siempre estoy abierta a las oportunidades, obviamente siempre están entrenando lo más que pueda para estar lista para las oportunidades que vienen, más sin embargo, obviamente el MMA es lo que me apasiona, es lo que yo quiero seguir haciendo y quiero llevar mi nombre más alto dentro del MMA, así que bueno, no sé qué sigue todavía, como digo, las oportunidades llegan solitas y tengo que estar lista y ver qué es lo que me conviene un poquito más en mi carrera. Soy joven, pero también tengo que ser inteligente en seleccionar los siguientes pasos.
Finalmente para mí, como en ese tema, continuar este legado, porque como tú dijiste, no nomás para las mujeres, pero la primera mexicana, nadie te puede quitar eso. Ahora ya estás, es algo inmortal por decir. ¿Eso te da un poquito más motivación para quedarte aquí, para que regreses por la fama que te dé esto, o todavía está en el aire? No podemos, esperar que regreses en el próximo evento.
No sé, no sé, digo, si se me llega a presentar alguna otra buena oportunidad para mi carrera de MMA, quizá lo tendré que pensar un poco, más también siento que este año he estado muy activa en un montón de, pues bueno, todo el año, meses tras meses, también creo que mi cuerpo necesita un poco, relajarse un poco, mi mente también, quieras o no, son impactos a la cabeza que también necesito un poquito de break, pero digo, eso lo digo ahorita y ya después de una semana me recupero y estoy lista para lo siguiente, entonces no podría como decir no, pero pues nada más es pensar lo que sigue, si me dan una buena oportunidad, la verdad es de que sí la podría tomar.
Qué bien, pues muy buen trabajo y felicidades con este gran triunfo.
Muchas gracias. Gracias a todos, muchas gracias.
What's up, D? Good, bro. You got any of that juice on you? Got me one of those old schools, man. Fuck, now's the time to toss one on stage. Or a bottle of hot sauce.
Yeah, pick up the mic. I've had a little while to digest the win. Talk us through it. How do you feel about the performance?
I think it was piss poor on Stevie's end. You know, it's disheartening to go up there against somebody who doesn't want to fucking get hit. I would have probably had a little bit more fun if he had gave me a target to slap, but it just seemed like he was fucking jumping around every time I hit him. I was fucking winding up and he was flinching. So it makes it difficult to land an accurate strike when my target's fucking bouncing around like a fucking jumping bean. So that's how I think about it. That's what I think about it.
How did you feel about his power?
I mean, he fucking hits like a bitch that, you know, jumps around when they're fucking trying to get, you know, when they're trying to get hit. I don't think he, you know, he has much power. I thought he was going to have more of a thrill to get hit. You know, he was all excited this coming week and this fight week. He was fucking yelling in the hotel, yelling everywhere I seen him. He was fucking crazy as hell. But then we get up on the stage and he's fucking jumping around like he don't want to get hit. So, you know, it sucks.
I think one of the big narratives around the fight, you were asked in your post-match speech about missing weight for the second time. What has Frank and Power Slap said to you about that? Have they reprimanded you, or what did they say to you about it after you?
Oh, absolutely.
After you got off the scale?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. I've got to tighten up and just figure out how to better control my diet. Fucking shit, just too seasoned.
I think last time we were here, you had talked about maybe a nutritionist or maybe asking for some help from the Power Slap. Have they offered more help in that?
Oh, well, I kind of got into a groove, man, and I thought I was going to have it, actually. I for a while knew I was going to make weight and fucking everything was good, and then, just shit happened. And it's unfortunate, mostly to me. It's not fucking fun to go out there and have that. And then, of course, I go out there and have fun, but when I walk off the stage, all of it really sets in. Whenever when it's done, it's bittersweet. So.
What did they say to you after the weigh-ins?
Oh, that's between me and them. It wasn't nothing good. It wasn't like fucking we love you, Terp. Good fucking job for being a fat ass up on that fucking stage. What you want to fucking slap for McDonald's? They're asking me, they thought I was trying to get a fucking Burger King or McDonald's sponsorship for Power Slap. And I'm like, no, I'm not trying to fucking leverage no fucking pizza slut deal, So didn't feel good. They didn't have shit good to say. It don't feel good now. So fuck all those questions, man. Fuck.
When do you want to get back in there?
As soon as they let me, as soon as they let me, but also maybe at the end of the month I would have made weight by then, but that's ifs and buts, and I don't live in a world like that. I fucked up. It's my fault, and I'll dwell on it and it'll suck. So thank you.
Just one for me. I know you made it clear on right here. You made it clear what you thought of your opponent, but what was it like seeing someone that matched your energy out there?
Not even close to match it. Not even close to match it. I mean, he is a pretender. Dude was in the fucking next room to me backstage. Just fucking every 5 minutes, I could hear him squealing like a fucking bitch. I think that's the thing about it. When you're up there, there's only so much pretending you can do when the lights and the cameras and everybody's staring at you. You get caught up in a loop, and that's all you'll do. So he was pretty much just doing what I guess he'd been doing all week and acting like a fucking idiot. There's one thing going up there and putting on a show and having fun. That's me being a fucking dog. I like to fucking compete, man. I want to fight. I want to be up there and fucking enjoy the battle and let the little war cry out, man. I don't give a fuck who hates me or loves me. I'm up there having fun. But as far as him matching my energy, not even close, dude. Not even close. Look through him like a fucking mirror.
So one last quick one for me. I know you got the victory, not necessarily how you want it, but what's the strategy like in between the talks? Because it's foul after foul after foul. Does that settle in and you think, well, dang, if I'm just win this if I just keep standing, or does that just take away from the triumph completely? Yeah,
absolutely. Well, if I can get a point, as a smart competitor, I'm going to fucking take a point to win. So that was the only thing going through my head. And then usually after the second time, they calm down a little bit. I've had people flinch on me before, and whenever I hit him the second time, they're a little bit more they're calmer. And I was hoping he would have some time to calm down. And obviously, I didn't want to, nor did I want to fucking club him. My coach was telling me to reach a little bit further back on my strike. And dude had a fucking little fucking chipmunk face. He ain't got much of a chin or a jaw, so he's got his fucking jaw all the way tucked in his damn fucking back of his head. So if I'd have put my hand back any further, I would end up clubbing him, and that's a good call by Ryan, but I just would have, it didn't work. It wouldn't have worked tonight. And I couldn't even get a solid spot either time, first, second, or third. He kept moving every time. I mean, he's fucking flinching on my wind-up, so.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Taddy? Congratulations, mate. You got the win.
Fuck yeah.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too, bro.
It's always
Fuck
good
yeah.
to see you, my friend. Listen, I was just going to say, obviously it's got to be a little bit difficult when someone's flinching around like that, okay? So did that throw your game off a little bit at all tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of made me think a little bit more than usual. I didn't predict him to act like that because he had been running his mouth talking a big game all week, and he was excited. And I thought he was going to go up there and act like a fucking man and take a hit. You know, this is power slap. This ain't fucking power dodge, or this ain't mixed martial arts. This ain't fighting. This ain't boxing. We're up there taking strikes and giving strikes. Two aspects of fighting, delivering and taking. And he didn't want to do fucking neither of them.
So, look, I know that mindset's got so much to play in this game, and I don't want to go on about the weight cut because you've already addressed it and you've owned it and you said you're going to move forward from that. But when that seems to be the topic of conversation, Turp Daddy Slim's missing weight again, does that have any effect on you? Does that take you to a level where you're just like, is that stuck in your head and you need to kind of prove yourself? Does that affect you at all?
You know, it does fucking hurt, bro. I can't sit here and lie to you like I don't care about it. You know, it's not fucking cool at all, and I don't ever get any fucking. It don't make nobody happy, and you know, honestly, it's disappointing to upset people like Frank and Hunter and Dana and everybody in Power Slap. It's not cool to upset. You know, they're awesome fucking people, and that's what. Whenever you know they'll fucking scorn me, and then I'll act like it's all cool, but you know, eventually it does hurt. So it fucking sucks.
Still one of the biggest faces in the sport. Congratulations on the win. Hey, what turns you on more, Alan Klingbeil or Wolverine? When I say turn you on, I mean to fight next.
Well, they're both fucking pussies, but either way, Ronda, I've already seen the fucking bottom of those fucking cowgirl boots. I could put him to sleep fucking anytime I get on a stage with him. The Klingbeil came back resurging. I don't know if he's got what it takes to go up there and dog out the bearded bitch. I think he don't got the energy. I think he needs somebody. I think if I was fucking coaching him, maybe he could. But honestly, I don't know if Alan's got it. So, either one of them. I'll fucking knock them both out.
Good to see you again, mate.
Good to see you too, Marcus.
What's up, everybody? First, the Crypto.com performance bonus winner of the night is Isaiah Quinones. He'll receive $10,000 in crypto from Crypto.com. Doing 4 other performance bonuses, Stunt, Ellie, and then for the first ever sort of sudden victory match, both Nate and Aaron will get a performance bonus tonight.
Frank, the trilogy, first one ever, did it live up to the hype and expectation that you had for it?
100%. I knew this fight was going to end before 5 one way or the other, and it certainly did that. And, you know, those two guys are definitely at the top of their game. And, you know, Isaiah took the last loss like a champ, came back, and leaves with the title. So it was a phenomenal trilogy fight. First one we did. I loved it, and I think it was a big success.
I mean, 2 events in a row, we see a ton of knockouts. Is there kind of a certain percentage or ratio of knockouts you'd like to see fights end versus go to decision?
No, I mean, we want the best fights. However they end, they end. You know, we talked about the other day of how some of those stats, like the coin toss, it's right at 50%, and you know the percentage of first-round knockouts is also down over time. I think it's somewhere around 12%. So, listen, guys are going to get good in both ways, and you have to be able to take it and give it to.
Yeah, Nate Bernard getting knocked down like that in round 1 and being able to continue to come back to be victorious. Talk to me about Nate and his performance.
Yeah, we were always super high on Nate from the beginning. Phenomenal performance, really gritty, obviously, to do that, and then to know that you go in and plan for a 3-rounder, you get the draw, and then you have to come back for that 4th round, and he obviously found the inner energy in himself, and he made it worth it.
I mean, last December, they put that sudden death into play. First time we see it here at Power Slap number 15. Was it as electric as you hoped it would be?
Yes. Yeah, it's a great rule. It's obviously fun for the crowd, and listen, guys leave as a winner instead of a draw.
Ellie Dempster, what's next for her?
Ellie was really impressive tonight. I mean, a lot of things are next for Ellie. I think Ellie has a really bright future. She showed some knockout power tonight. She obviously has a chin, and I think she'll help lead the women's flyweight division going forward.
Your overall thoughts on Turpin versus Stevie Ray Ellis.
Yeah, I didn't love that co-main. I thought it did not live up to what it should have been. Turp had the weight issues again. You're not going to see Turp at light heavyweight again. He's going to go up to heavyweight and figure something out there.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what the future holds for Turp. So heavyweight is where he's going to be, you believe?
Yeah, for sure.
Was tonight a sellout?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Frank.
Just one for me on Turpin. You said he's moving up to heavyweight, but how do you kind of show the other athletes in the organization that there are repercussions? And he showed up again, missing weight. I know he's moving up, but it seems like that's maybe it, right? Like he's moving up.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, you give a guy enough chances to do it, and I was in constant communication with him over the last 2 months, making sure he was on weight. He was sending me pictures of him on the scale, and the whole thing came to Vegas and just didn't get it done. We had Trujillo working with him this whole week on cutting the weight, and I think Turp gets in his mind a lot, unfortunately. But I think the reality is he can bulk up, put some muscle on, and he could be a pretty good heavyweight.
Will you send him? Is the UFC PI an option for these guys? Will you send him?
Yeah, I mean they were using the PI the whole week. I'm happy to bring Turp out here. Probably something we should do, and just sit him down and kind of teach him on how to be professional on that side of it. I think, listen, there's no doubt everyone loves Turp. He's exciting. He puts on a show, and he's performed too. I mean, the guy's been in title fights. He's got plenty of knockout wins. He just got to, in this sport and all these professional sports, you got to do the other stuff right too, or else it doesn't work out.
Hey, Frank. How did you score the Finau and the Lansing fight? We were talking about it back here. I thought Lansing did enough to win that one. What was your thoughts on it?
It was close. I mean, I think, when you look at the scoring, it's both obviously the damage you give and the ability to receive. And I think, like, I turned over to Derek, who was sitting next to me, and I literally said, I'm not sure a baseball bat could take down Juicy. I mean, that guy didn't move. So it was one of those close super heavyweights. Sometimes, like in the early prelims, Cedric was a really outstanding super heavyweight, and he had really good hand speed and was able to get a knockout. I think some of the super heavyweights, as much as like we love seeing the huge guys, it probably they got to work on their technique a little more.
And then as far as like the professional wrestlers, like making the transition, I think we had Stunt, we had Hollywood. I think Juicy does some professional wrestling.
Yeah, you have Stunt, Hollywood, Juicy, and then on the early prelims, where the Jordan Oasis, that kid's going to be real good. So he came from the WWE Developmental League. He's a heavyweight, but on the lighter side, he was really phenomenal, and so was where's the other guy, Johnny Magna.
Okay.
Johnny had a great performance.
So what is that looking like going forward? Is there more professional wrestlers that you think are going to...
Yeah, we just had another combine training camp. We had another 50, 60 guys there. Sin, who's kind of out there helping us recruit some of these wrestlers. He's got a bunch of international guys coming in. And they'll be great standouts. Some won't work out, and that's okay. And they'll we obviously have the guys that we've been here for a long time, but the wrestler, the decision to kind of recruit in the regional wrestling, I think is going to have a real positive benefit in the future.
And then last one, what did you think of AJ? Obviously, he'd taken that long time off, and unfortunately, it didn't go as well.
Yeah, what's crazy is like from season 1, AJ had like the highest stats on all the stats you look at for being able to take a hit. And, I'm not going to put it all on AJ. I mean, Stunt is really good. He's got an amazing technique and a lot of power, and AJ didn't get to hit him. But, you'll see AJ back again.
Just one from me over here. I know that there are a lot of the crowd pop and stuff was during that Turpin and Stevie Ray match. Stevie Ray's antics. What'd you think of that? Maybe a little too much. Listen, we don't like telling guys what to do up there. They do their thing. I think there's a fine line between doing your thing and having it mess up the reason you're there. We like exciting guys. They're fun, but again, I think that co-main did not live up to my expectations. But we'll probably see both those guys again for sure. Yeah, I know Turpin just said that he was kind of acting odd throughout the whole week. Did you guys catch it?
Oh, Stevie?
Yeah.
He's definitely acting odd the whole week. He's an odd guy. I guess that's all I could say on that one.
Hey, Frank, how you doing?
Hey.
Good to see you. Another great night tonight again. With the explosion of viewership with Power Slap, what's one bold expansion that you're looking forward to moving forward into the new year that's going to elevate the sport even more?
Yeah, we've been talking about it here. more shows and more cities, and just getting this in front of more people. And the more we do that, the bigger the sport will grow.
Thanks.
Cool. Abu Dhabi's next. Riyadh after that. See you guys.
Nate, congratulations on your victory. Talk to me about coming back from round one and, being able to pull out the victory. What was that like?
Honestly, I just had to lock in more. After watching it, it's funny, after watching it, backstage and everything, my match over again, I was really like, damn, this could be it for me, But I think in that moment I had to lock in more, and I knew I'm just going to turn it up. Every single round, we're going to keep going. I'm going to turn it up, and I feel like that's what I did.
Were you surprised that they let you continue in that first round?
Not really, because, it's clear as day. In my matches previous before, being a 2-3 record, going against DeBell, I feel like they stopped me too early. Going against Phillips, I understand why they stopped that. And then going against Siekman, I was good. I got rocked, but I was good. I was still up and everything. So I'm not surprised. I feel like they knew. I feel like they know what Nate's capable of.
Absolutely. This match was supposed to take place in New Orleans. Obviously, you fell ill less than 24 hours before. Did the extra time to prepare for Aaron help you?
I think so. I put that all to God. God has a plan for everybody. And there is a purpose and a reason why things happen. I didn't understand that while I was in Louisiana, but now I do understand it, right? Whether I were to win or whether I were to lose or how as I won tonight, there's a purpose and there's a reason behind everything.
This was billed as, bodyguard versus bodyguard. Talk to me about Aaron and his toughness.
Aaron's tough, and I'm not going to knock him for that whatsoever. He's tough. That honestly was a great performance, and I couldn't be, more honored to go against someone like Aaron.
First ever sudden death. What was that like?
That was interesting. That was new. I'm hearing from everybody that it was the first one, so I'm like, okay, this is crazy. But, I feel like you just had to leave it all on the table for that last one. And then I saw Ellis, Brian Ellis, how Turner, he licked his fingers and then just kind of waved him at Ellis's face. So I figured, let me do that to him if he slaps me and I stay up, But, no, it was awesome.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I just had a couple here. We were kind of talking about this amongst us. Whenever a knockdown happens, what do you think the better strategy is? Is it to try and get up right away, or is it to take a second and try and compose yourself before you stand back up?
I definitely think from experience, it's better to take a second, get your bearings in order, and then stand up. Because going against DeBell, if anyone rewatches that one, I try to spring back up immediately, and you could tell as I was up, everything's thrown off and all that. But again, I feel like with Turner, I was down, kind of rolled over a little bit, took a second, got up, and then the rest of the round and even like now, I'm very cognitive and everything. So
And then, I mean, obviously you don't want to give too many secrets away,
Sure.
like with your opponents and things like that. But as far as like when the referee's looking at you and making sure you're all right and telling you to walk forward and things like that, are there certain things you look for in the referee, like when he's looking at you?
I don't know, not too much. I think like when I'm in there, like my mind's just to all right, either defend or go slap, and I can't see too much anyway because I got contacts in, so I got to take them out. So I would hope to, if you better play a good poker face, but yeah. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Hey, you let me warm up on your chest. That's why, dog. Put this on stage as well. This is yours. All right. Do I get to keep this one too? You do. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna open it too. All right. Who's first? Let's go. What's up, dog? How you doing? I'm fucking amazing. I'm happy. I put this fucking trilogy to bed.
Speaking of the trilogy, arguably one of the most anticipated Power Slap matches of all time. Talk to me about how the week went. Did it live up to expectations? Obviously, you got the victory, but how was the week in general?
It was amazing. I mean, I could feel the energy from his family. I mean, I knew they were like upset with me and with him going back and forth. But I mean, it is what it is. He decided to go the disrespectful route and start disrespecting me on Instagram, so I fired back. I've always been very respectful. Yes, I asked, like, hey, do you mind if I post this? Do you mind if I post that? And that was because I would put our friendship first. But he decided just to throw our friendship away whenever that happened. But, I mean, he came up to me afterwards, congratulated me. I mean, I don't think we'll be friends again, but I think we could be cordial.
What was the exact turning point where it kind of went sour between you guys?
That turning point when he decided to make a post was
it the one where he shared private messages between the two of you? Or?
Yeah, that one. It was where he was saying, "Oh, I'm asking for permission to make a post," and I'm like, "Yeah," because I've always been real. I've been real with everybody, even people I don't like. They know I don't like them because I'll tell them to their face. Like I have issues with certain people. Kale Chris is one of them, for example. He knows not to fuck with me, but I put our friendship first, and he decided to throw that away once he put that out there. And I was like, okay, gloves are off. So I put out, his parents in my DMs and other fighters' DMs. I'm like, come on, man. Like, you just be respectful. But, I mean, hopefully we could squash it and be cordial. I mean, dude's a fucking all-star. He's strong as fuck. I always said the person that's going to beat me is going to be another me. He beat me last time, but I knew I fucked up and I missed. And I told everybody I lost that last fight, and now I won this one.
Speaking of the disrespect, obviously you never want it to get personal, but the reality is when you're talking about combat sports, sometimes that stuff helps sells the match, right? And I think that probably contributed to the anticipation of it, where it was a friendship and then it turned sour. How do you balance the two where you're trying to sell the fight and talk a little bit of shit, but also be respectful?
Well, I think I could say he kept it pretty respectful to a certain extent. We never bring up family. We always told that to each other. We'll never bring up each other's family, and we won't. So I've never disrespected his family. He's never disrespected mine. So it's just more disrespecting each other, I guess.
Last one for me. When do you want to get back out there? Have you thought ahead that far?
Oh, I told everybody, Frank, Dana, Hunter, everybody knows I am not a boring champ. You give me whoever, whenever, wherever. Let's keep this bus rolling.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. Anybody?
Congratulations, mate.
What's up, Marcus?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. How you feeling?
Oh, I feel good. I ate that fucking shot, and I knew I was going to eat it, and I'm happy. I knew I was accurate, and that's what won me that.
That was going to be my first question, actually. How was the power in that first shot? Because you seemed a tad wobbly, just a little bit. Your kind of eyes went a little bit weird, and then you kind of pulled it back together really quickly. Were you surprised at that slap, or did you think it was underwhelming?
To be honest, his last slap in our second match, that was a little harder. This one, It was I felt it on the cheek, but I think me adjusting where I mean, you guys see how I used to be. I used to put my chin out there for everybody. Me adjusting the way I take the hit, I feel like that helped a lot. But, I mean, me adjusting and doing something new, I think that's why I might have taken a little step back and been like a little caught off guard because it's new to me, being in that position, holding my neck down like that.
Considering it was like the third time you guys have been up there with each other, was there anything that you changed in your training? Did you switch anything up at all? I know that when we spoke last week, you said that you knew exactly what was going to happen. You were going in there with that. But was there anything changed up to switch it up at all?
Training-wise, no. I train the same. Do the same explosive workouts, same lifting. I mean, I'm 185, still benching 365. So I try to do as much powerlifting as I can. And then the only thing I changed up was the way I received the hit.
And last one from me, you said that you wanted to make this division more exciting. Can you give me a few things on what you're going to do to actually achieve that? I mean, you did a great job tonight. How are you going to make this division more exciting?
Hey, everybody check out my vlog. I'm going to start doing my vlog series. I'm going to start doing live streams. Everybody can see the behind the scenes. I mean, see what it takes. I went, to TFU podcast and we did some stuff, slapped my buddy in the chest right here. But, I mean, it's gonna be a blast. I mean, I plan on trying to hopefully throw the first pitch at Dodger Stadium or something. I don't know. Do something crazy. But, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and wait for, Frank and all those guys to make the matches. I tell them all the time, put me up. If they want to put me up next week, I'll go next week. I'll go to Abu Dhabi. I'll go to freaking Saudi. I'll go wherever they want to go. So, thank you. Thank you.
Right here, brother.
First
of all, what is that adrenaline like when you get a clean knockout like that?
Oh, it's amazing. Honestly, I tell people this when I get hit, too. It's like when you're driving in your car, you end up in your driveway, you're like, oh, shit, how'd I get here? It's like same thing. I felt the clean hit. I hit clean, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, just go to me celebrating. I'm like, oh, wait, what the hell just happened? I'm like, oh, shit. So it's kind of shocking in the moment sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you can go back and watch it and actually see what.
Oh, I'm about to right after this.
And then after that, like when you see him down like that, I know there's animosity and things like that, but there's got to be a part of you that's like, oh man, I'm a little bit worried for him as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw on stage. I mean, I tried to go over there. They were like, no, don't go over there. And then, of course, in the back, in the locker room, I just checked on him, made sure he's good. I mean, dude busts his ass and works hard. I mean, he made this division fun, too. I could say I'm not the only one that made this division exciting. He was one of them. He was just a little boring while he was champ. But, I mean, he made the division exciting by, being able to battle me and put on a good show with me.
And then kind of going back to the beginning question there, when you talk about social media and, like, opening up to other guys on the roster, like, it seems like in Power Slap you guys are around each other constantly. Like, you guys kind of seem like family with each other. Is there a part of you now that's going to, like, learn from this experience and, like, kind of hold things back that are just for yourself now? When, even if you think a guy is your friend, there's certain things you got to keep to yourself from now on.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's one of my biggest weaknesses, I'll say. I have a huge heart, and I trust everybody right off the bat, and I kind of feel like I do have to bring that back. Especially with the roster getting as big as it is now I definitely have to, keep my guard up a little bit.
I was just about to say, like, what is that going to take for you to separate, like, the personal side, the nice guy that's, wants to be nice to everybody, from the guy that's the competitor and has to realize, like, hey, this guy is my opponent, and hey, he could be taking what I'm saying and using it for another day,
Exactly. So that's what I got to be careful with now. I mean, that's always been one of my biggest flaws growing up. I've always been nice and, like I said, always been trusting. So, I mean, Brandon definitely helped me out in changing that. So I'll be a little more careful now for sure.
Just one for me. Just want to get your point of view on this. Mentally, what's it like to turn around from a match like that was the last one where you got knocked out to come in here and do what you just did?
Well, I'll clarify. Never been knocked out. Won't ever be knocked out. He definitely put me on my ass. I'll give him that. But I just knew what I had to do. I knew I messed up when I missed that first hit. And everybody, I mean, you guys all saw tonight, I usually never miss. And that one time I did, and it whooped me in the ass. And I think he was able to get me down that night because I was so in my head for missing. Because I've never done that before, So I think I just was so out of it.
And for you personally, I think you started out on a 2-fight skid, yeah? And then how do you turn around, from that to obviously doing what you're doing right now.
Well, I didn't know that we were able to count our other slap fights from before Power Slap, like Wolverine and everybody else that are 16 and whatever. I was actually 8-0 before even joining Power Slap. So I was undefeated in the Russian League first, and then came over and lost my first 2 matches. The first one I wouldn't even count. That was a fluke. I was sick. And that was exhibition match to get into the house. But Russell, for sure, whooped my ass. That dude is fucking strong. And I think, he should be the light heavyweight champ right now, but he just got kind of, screwed over with the whole beard thing. And that's another thing. We got to figure something out with these beards, dude.
To your left, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You mentioned wanting to be an active champion. Everybody's going to love and respect that. You're down to go to Abu Dhabi, obviously come back to Vegas. What's the ideal city where you could defend that title if you, once the sport continues to grow, a city or arena where you're like, man, this would be it? Dodger Stadium, I don't know, Madison Square, the theater.
That would be dope. But I know we have California. I know we have Miami and Hawaii. If it isn't Hawaii, I would love my home state of California. That would be awesome.
Awesome, man. And last for me.
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me strike that. Frank, Dana, and Hunter, get fucking Puerto Rico on there. Let's get Puerto Rico on there, and then we'll go to Puerto Rico. That would be dope.
That'd be perfect, man. Your nickname, the country, how awesome. You already have the Azul right there. You have the Power Slap Gold. What do you do for celebration this weekend? Now that you got this belt, put that trilogy to rest. You're, on this mountain, on this high.
Well, I'm going to hang out with the family. I got Dios Azul. I got Bagel Mania that I'm going to go grub at tomorrow morning. I got a baby shower coming up because I'm having a boy. And we're doing that at Bagel Mania on Sunday. And just hang out with family and enjoy the time.
Awesome, man. Best of luck with the baby. Congratulations on the win, sir.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.